That's the racing
I'm
time.
staying lower than you.
Hold on. Put your seat belt, guys. حاسب حاسب حاسب. يا سلام يا سلام بالراحة بالراحة.
This is a real port. Yeah, cranes and stuff.
Yeah.
فتحي فتحي يا احمد خليه يوقف يا احمد خليه يوقف وطي يا هم كلهم ايوه ايوه your head watch your head watch your head
Watch your head, Nick. Nick Coburn's documentary film. Welcome to Sudan.
In general, the reefs of Sudan offered the sight of an occasional shark, but it wasn't like I'd first imagined. I expected larger fishes in larger numbers, in which case it would have supported a larger population of sharks, but there was no evidence of this. We were, however, on a whirlwind snapshot tour, and so our brief visit only documented 7 days. Our guides encouraged us to venture out into the blue and look for sharks, but unfortunately not many were to be seen, and it was very, very deep. With whipping currents sweeping across the reef, it was very, very difficult to be able to keep our stance and look for sharks. With solid advice from dive journalist John Banton, I packed light and travelled with a dive hook. It allowed me to latch onto the reef and get some cracking footage of barracuda. Crikey, with overwhelming currents, that hook was a godsend. Medium-sized fishes existed in the area, although, just as Dr. Sylvia Earle had suggested in much of her literature, 90% of the bigger fishes are gone. We certainly need to address these losses. The usual trevallies, carrank species, surgeon fishes such as the unicorn and hump-nosed big-eyed bream, along with the occasional passing of a requiem shark, were the largest sized fishes we saw. There was no evidence of large pelagics such as mantas, nor any large groupers, which you'd expect to see whilst visiting Sudan. There were, however, a plethora of Red Sea antheas, which were always a delightful dance in front of the camera. In 1963, the underwater village Precontinent II was built. A pioneering research project conceived by the legendary Jacques Cousteau. 5 divers lived within Precontinent II for a whole month to examine the physiological and psychological effects of living underwater. It now seems that we have all that we need within the oceans, with many bioactive compounds applicable to healthcare still yet to be discovered. We are now able to grow vegetables under the sea, so who knows what lies ahead? The Umbria was a passenger cargo vessel capable of carrying over 2,000 passengers and 9,000 tons of cargo. She measured 153 metres length by 18 metres width and had a draft of 11 metres. In World War II, she ferried thousands of troops to various colonies in East Africa. Having heard that Italy had declared war on Great Britain, the Italian captain decided to sink his own ship, so that the British couldn't gain the munitions and other precious cargo. Today, she sits at 38 metres depth, on her port side at Wingate Reef. The bows are the deepest, and at the stern the rudder rests on the sand at 30 metres. The shallowest part is next to the bridge, where the lifeboat davits break the surface. Her still largely intact, massive framework provides the visiting diver with endless opportunities for exploration. You don't have to be a mine clearance diver to know that 300,000 bombs are located within the wreck and available for inspection.